The big night for the frontrunners in the presidential race. Donald Trump completed a 5-state sweep, and in his victory speech, he declared himself the Republicans' presumptive nominee. With a lion's share of the 118 delegates at stake last night, Trump is now more than 3/4 of the way to that magic number of 1237 needed to avoid a contested convention.
On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton took Delaware, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Maryland, but she was denied a clean sweep of her own by Bernie Sanders, who won in Rhode Island. Clinton's victories put her 90% of the way toward clinching her party's nomination.
We will have more on the Democratic race in a moment, but we want to start with the Republicans and NBC national correspondent Peter Alexander. Peter, good morning to you.
Hey, Matt and Savannah, good morning to you. Donald Trump didn't just win big last night. He won in a landslide, winning nearly every county that voted and every single congressional district across those 5 states. A senior aide to Donald Trump tells NBC News that now the campaign is going to increasingly pivot toward the general election. That begins in earnest, in effect, today with his first major foreign policy speech. It'll happen right here in Washington, expected to include teleprompters and all. Donald Trump crushing the competition.
I consider myself the presumptive nominee, absolutely.
With a clean sweep outperforming expectations, the frontrunner is now unleashing a fierce new attack on the likely Democratic nominee, vowing he'll easily defeat Hillary Clinton this fall.
If Hillary Clinton were a man, I don't think she'd get 5% of the vote. The only thing she's got going is the woman's card, and the beautiful thing is women don't like her.
Bold words for a candidate with unprecedented unlikability among women. His negative rating, nearly 70%. Just hours after walking the red carpet at a Time magazine gala, Trump brushed off advice, some of it from inside his own campaign, that he'd be more presidential, dismissing Ted Cruz and John Kasich.
As far as I'm concerned, it's over. These two guys cannot win. There's no path. So why would I change?
The Art of the Deal author mocking his rival's partnership on Kasich.
So now he's 1-46. Why is he here?
And on Cruz, who says he's vetting VPs.
He's wasting his time, Tom.
Cruz, now facing intense pressure to post a victory in Indiana next week, is quickly trying to turn the page.
Tonight, this campaign moves back to more favorable terrain.
Still, while one leader of the Stop Trump movement said it's Indiana or bust, the senator refuses to call the state must win.
It is a very important state.
Casting himself as the underdog at the celebrated Hoosier Gym, Cruz tried to recreate this famous scene from the film.
I think you'll find it's exact same measurements as our gym back in Hickory.
But Cruz tripped up on the punchline, calling it a basketball ring.
The amazing thing is that basketball ring here in Indiana, it's the same height as it is in New York City and every other place in this country.
And noticeably absent from the campaign trail yesterday, John Kasich, even though he finished a distant second in 4 of the 5 states that voted. One striking statistic from voters in these exit polls, specifically in Pennsylvania, a state that Donald Trump says he'll turn red this fall. 69% of Democrats say this campaign season has energized the Democratic Party. 58% of Republicans say it's divided them. Matt and Savannah.
All right, Peter Alexander. Peter, thanks so much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.